DoD applicant briefing on separation policy, restrictions on personal conduct in the armed forces, and UCMJ Articles 83, 85, and 86.
Yes, sir!
Do any of you have any questions or reservation or reluctance to enlistment at this time?
No, sir!
Okay. This is the same oath that you guys took when you guys came to Dep In, right? We're going to break it down in the same spots, and then you guys just wait for my pause and then repeat back after me. Does everybody understand?
Yes, sir!
When we're done, you guys are going to go back into the oath room. You guys are going to take the same seats that you guys were just in when you were getting briefed, and then one by one we'll work through the signing of your contracts, and when you're done with that, you'll take them up to the control desk. Please, if you haven't done so already, and like I said, we're going to work through this quickly, make sure that you get something to eat and drink this morning. It's going to be a long day for all of you guys. And you guys are going to need your energy later, so make sure that you guys do that here, as well as when you guys are on the buses or in the airports later today. We're going to work through the oath, and then you guys are going to go into the other room. If you guys are ready, please raise your right hands. And let's tuck our hands and fingers and thumbs in. There we go. And please repeat after me. I state your full names.
I, Clarence
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
and I will obey the orders
and I will obey the orders
of the President of the United States
of the President of the United States
and the orders of the officers
and the orders of the officers
appointed over me
appointed over me
according to regulations
according to regulations
and the Uniform Code
and the Uniform Code
of Military Justice.
of military justice.
So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, please drop your right hands. All right, I see some of you guys are a little bit anxious there, and let me be the first one to say to you, where you guys are going later today, you should not be doing anything that you're not told to do so, right? You should look at the beginning of your training like a small game of Simon Says, okay? It's simple. Eventually you know your arms are going to go down, but at basic training later today when you guys start, if I don't tell you to put your arms down and you do it on your own, they're going to get you. Right? And I'm just telling you guys that so that you know this stuff ahead of time, right? I've been to boot camp. That's what my silver pin means. It means that I stood just like you guys in a room just like this, and I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of friendly advice, right? You can learn from my mistakes, or you can pay the price like I did. And trust me, you don't want to do that. So please, don't do anything in boot camp that you're not told to do so. So if you're in this position, you remain in that position until somebody tells you not to. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm just trying to give you guys a little friendly advice before you guys get to where you're going today. It's going to serve you a long way. Again, briefly, I'm going to say, 1, congratulations. 2, when we stand at attention, we don't move, right?
Yes,
Unless
sir.
you feel like you're going to pass out, don't move, right? I know you guys want to stretch and do all that kind of stuff. I'm not a drill instructor, so I'm not going to yell at you. But again, later today, you're going to be standing like this, right? All day long, all night long. You're going to be doing this for the next 8 weeks. And again, this is just friendly advice that's going to go a long way. Keep in mind, you guys are going to be up for a while, and I need you guys to get fed and to drink water and stuff like that, stay hydrated. And the reason for that is not because we just want to keep you up for all hours tonight, right? People are coming from all over the country and some from outside the continental 48, right? You guys aren't going to start your training until the entire group gets there, whether you're going to Great Lakes or any one of the Army bases that you guys are going to today, right? Once training starts, you guys start a timeline. Every day you're going to get to another point on that timeline. And you're going to get to that point no matter what time it is at the end of that day. That's why, at least today, you guys are going to be up for quite some time, right? So you should understand why that is. Not everybody that gets there today is going to get this knowledge. I just like to give it to you guys ahead of time so that you have an understanding, so that you don't think people are just picking on you. Because some people there are just going to be picking on you, but the rest of them are going to be doing exactly what they're supposed to be. It is an incredible training process. And there's going to be this transformation that takes place over the course of the next 8 weeks. You guys are not going to be the same people in 8 or 9 weeks that you guys are today when you leave. And that's a good thing, right? You guys are all going to start this basic training, right? Remember, it is just basic, right? It's going to be very high intensity, right? High stress, high volume early on, and it'll slow down, right? Like the back end of a bell curve at the end of that, right? And your instructors, who are going to be your worst enemies for the first 4 days, are going to become mentors and friends once you guys get to the end of that training. But understand that it is basic, and you guys are going to all move on to something more advanced, more specialized, right? That's going to be for your respective jobs. So keep in mind what it is what you guys are supposed to do while you're there, right? And always just keep focused on the end goal there. It's going to stink, right? You're going to hate it. You're going to hate the people that are instructing you at times. You're going to hate hearing them come in and wake you up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's the time you guys are going to start your morning every day for the next 8 or 9 weeks. You're not going to enjoy all the food that's there, and you're not going to see the importance of maybe all the training that you're going to get there. hopefully at the end of the training, you'll be able to look back and then realize what exactly it is that they're doing, right? Small pieces of the puzzle will come together, and then at the end, you become whole. And so with that, I'm just going to wish you guys the best of luck. You guys are the first group to leave out of here in 2010. So be pleased the first group to succeed in that training. Last year we didn't have anybody not, and I'd like to keep that up for this year. So look out for one another, right? Boot camp is not something you guys can complete on your own. They won't allow you to do it. You can't do it, right? Try to stand still. If they're going to get you, I'm telling you, they're going to get you. It's one of my biggest things as well. I do it all the time, and I still get in trouble to this day, 15 years later. But they're not going to allow you guys to do it. If you're traveling, like those of you going to Great Lakes today, there's only so many groups starting at Great Lakes at any one time, right? You guys are going to be together for the next 8 or 9 weeks. You might as well spend some time getting to know each other today. For the Army guys, I know you guys all go to different locations, but if you are traveling together, get to know each other, right? You're going to need to, I guarantee sometime in the next 8 or 9 weeks, you're going to have to ask for some support and some help. And then you're also going to need to respond when somebody else asks for support and help, right? And this is not the time to think that you guys know it all and that you have all the answers, right? And that's what they're going to preach to you guys when you get there, is this unity, right? This teamwork thing. And you guys need to be there to support each other and to help each other out. And you'll see, you guys will run into each other again for years down the road in the most curious of locations all over the world. It happens. So really, get to know each other now. It's going to go a long way. I'm just giving you guys some good friendly advice here. When I give you the order to fall out, you're going to move into the adjacent room. We're going to sign your contracts as quickly as we can. Allow them, please, before you guys run up and grab them, to get to the control desk and finish their processing, and then we'll get them back over to you. You can join them in the room where they're going to eat, although they don't have food for the family members. It's just for these guys. And again, please make sure you guys get something to eat and drink. You're going to need it later today. Understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, applicants, fall out.